Unlocking the secret of how boys learn. Welcome to our family forum. Today, we are exploring the fascinating world of how boys learn, understanding their unique needs and approaches that can help you support your child's educational journey. Let's dive in. What you must understand, which we'll be looking at in this first segment, is how boys learn when they have their hands on what they want to learn. Hands on learning is one best way boys learn. Boys often learn best through hands on experiences. This means encouraging them to experiment and explore their field of studies is the best way for the boy child to learn. No wonder we find the boy child trying to touch everything that they find around. You see them touching and even to some extent pushing things down and spoiling things that are very expensive. To them, they are just learning. Parents trying to beat them and shut them down only try to intimidate them and then push away this gift that is supposed to help them reach their potential. So, when you find your child very active and trying to touch everything, don't see it as a strange child. Don't see the child as a strange child. Instead, see it as one of the best gifts that God has given to the child to help the child learn better and then help the child channel this kind of grace or gifts towards the right path. Children learning by touching, children learning by experiencing the thing themselves is the best way to learn as far as boys are concerned. So help them to use manipulatives like blocks or Legos to build concepts. Help them to engage in projects that promote problem solving and critical thinking. By incorporating hands-on learning, you can help your son develop a deeper understanding of complex concepts. Boys learn by movement and activity. Hey, Kofi, sit down. Mama, I'm coming. Then you see them running around. You called your child, sit down, and your child is not able to sit down. You see them moving and jumping here and there, and it looks very strange to you. Maybe that's your first boy, and you wonder how parents with multiple male children are able to control their children. It's normal. Every male child is used to movement. They like acting, they like moving. So trying to force a young boy to sit at one place, it's like trying to stop fire from burning. It's impossible. Fire will always be fire. So will children will be male boys always be boys. They will like to move about, they will like to act, they will like to jump here and there. All you need to do is to channel it properly. Boys have excess energy. They incorporate physical activity into learning. That can help them a lot. So, how do you help children who are full of energy to be able to eh, transfer that skill into their learning? When you do that, it will help them to stay focused and engaged. It will develop gross motor skills through educational games and sports. You trying to inculcate sports in activities into education or educational games make children who are males to love it so much. And because of that, they give of their best and everything becomes very well. As a teacher who has taught for decade plus, I've realized that whenever we inculcate sporting activities into education, even students who do not like to come to school begin to develop interest in coming, even to the extent of staying away from absenting themselves, even when there is no sporting activities. This shows how male children are interested in things that has to do with energy. They don't like sitting at one place for too long. they want to do something that will keep them and using the energy that they have in them. So, classroom that makes boys to sit for so long, I doubt how they'll be able to learn effectively. So, they should be engaged in activities that will engage these children. Same as home. When children are made to sit at one place to possibly do their homework, parents should not force them to sit at one place for so long. As they learn for a while, allow them to come, move around, watch television. If possible, parents should you play games with them that will help them to move from one point to another before getting back to the academic table. By so doing, you make the learning for the child fun and they become more connected to what they are doing. You get better results. So, know that children are used to movement and activity. Let's move to the next segment, which is the final one. Then we will conclude. Now to our final segments. Boys like competition. What did I say? They love competition and challenge. Yes, boys love competition and challenge. Boys respond well to competition and challenges. This can motivate them to push beyond their limits. It can also develop problem solving skills through friendly contests or quizzes. It can encourage their resilience and perseverance in the face of obstacles. Know that boys like competition. So if you have two boys in your home and you want them to be engaged in learning, instead of forcing them to go and learn, no, don't do that. They will pick the book, but they won't read. Remember, you can force the donkey to the riverside, but you cannot force it to drink the water. So what do you do? Knowing that they love competition, set up a competition. You can prepare the best meal and tell them that this meal is for the one who will score the highest mark in the dictation I'm going to give or the assignment I'm going to conduct for you. By so doing, you will see the effort they will put in to prepare themselves to come and write. You will get your result achieved. If you are able to study and I assess here you pass, I am going to give this to you. It will energize them. And that is what boys want. Hey, get up, go and learn. Don't sit here. Don't do this. Don't watch the television again. It's not going to solve the problem. Set a competition, and you find them doing what you never thought they would. Get to know your child and how they learn, and you will get the best from them. By understanding how boys learn, you can tailor your approach to support their unique needs. Remember to be patient, adapt to individual needs, and celebrate their strengths. Thanks for joining us. This is Family Time. It is time to learn about how children learn, to understand your children better so you become the best. See you next time. My name is Ben Governor. Bye.